So, thanks to my friends, I have got this bike today to ride it and see how it goes. So this is the 350 model. It's not exactly light by any means than the 500. It's nearly the same thing. Anyways, let's get going. The controls are still the same. There's no apparent change here. Here goes nothing. Now, one difference that I'm getting from the 500 is that the engine feels a lot lighter to rev. The ride quality is still extremely good. Still the same rumble in the engine. This feels good. Okay, the engine feels reasonably lighter. Okay, so the thing is that people who will be buying the 350 instead of the 500, they will be mainly using it as their only bike. So this will be their do-it-all bike. I mean, they will be using it to go to their offices, to go to the market, and to tour. So the first thing I need to see is that how this bike fares as an everyday bike, and I will be conducting a rough mileage test to get the idea that how it goes. Okay, the rear brake feels a bit weak for such a heavy bike. Mind you, this might be a 350, but it still is heavy. I mean, maybe I'm physically strong, it does not appear heavy to me, but once it gets going and gets momentum, it really gets heavy. Okay, the front brake is nice, as is the case with Royal Enfields. And why Royal Enfield? Why do you have to give a rear drum to such heavy bikes? To a certain degree, it's easier to maneuver than the 500. I'm not so sure why. It's not surprisingly light. It still feels the same, nearly. By the way, the paint looks really nice. I mean, the fit and finish is really good. I mean, the paint is really glossy and it's shiny and it's clean. That's the way I like it. It does not need to be a groundbreaking thing, a groundbreaking paint job. It just needs to be clean and simple. Can I dodge it? Yeah, easily. No problems there. So I need to fill her up with $50 of petrol, and I'll see how far she goes. Can I filter with this bike? Yes, I can actually. Mind you, this is almost a 200 kilo bike, and still I'm filtering with it. Wow, this is easy to filter, man. This bike is surprisingly stable. The bumps are dealt rather nicely. Nice. So I filled her up with 50 bucks. Yeah, I'm a bloody miser. And now I'm gonna see how she does on the gas. And as was the case with the 500, she is still a little bit herky-jerky at lower revs and higher gears. So that is kind of a Royal Enfield trait because they have a pretty big crankshaft. Okay, so I'm gonna first see how she fares on a crowded Indian marketplace, which will be a pretty gruesome test to any bike. The gearbox is pretty nice. Okay, bad roads are dealt with very nicely. The seat is very nice, the bike is heavy, the suspension is soft. It's a perfect package for comfort. Okay, so far so good. Nothing wrong here. No false shifts, no hiccups, no problems in the petrol line. Man, this is good. There are sometimes benefits to having a large crankshaft. I mean, the torque is just nice. For the power and the weight, the torque is really nice. The brakes are getting a heavy workout here, and there is no fade. She can pull, man. This part of the road is really dodgy and it's very bumpy, but I'm very comfy. My butt is so happy. Okay, so the daily routine of the bike is really over. If it can handle things like that, it'll handle anything at all. Now I want to see how can she tour. 70, she's extremely comfy. It can tour all day. I'm almost doing 80 and she feels so relaxed and smooth. You know, big engines have the tendency to have a very steep engine braking, but that's not the case with this bike. She has a very smooth engine braking. Overtaking is just so effortless. I mean, if you want a bike which can do it all, this is the one. Just one finger and she stops. Really nice brakes. Okay, she really turns well. One finger, and this is a real life test. I mean, I'm feeling safe while doing this. What a moron. And 2-finger clutch. See? Good job, Royal Enfield. Okay, so if you want to buy this bike, just be wary of one thing, that at lower speeds and higher gears, I'm in 5th gear right now and I'm doing around 40-45, the vibrations creep in through the handlebars.
So, to sum it all up, after riding this bike, I would say that it's completely different from other bikes in this segment. People look at you with a sense of respect when you are riding a Royal Enfield, and vehicles give you the right of way when they hear a Royal Enfield engine rumbling down the road. And why wouldn't they? After all, a Royal Enfield is built like a gun.
I wanted to tell you